Hello, all. I'm one of the youth leaders in Kenya, and today I want to share my thoughts on this issue of youth unemployment, its consequences, and how the government can solve this problem. I am cognizant of the fact that youth unemployment is a global issue, but today I want to put my focus more on a Kenyan perspective. Youth unemployment is staggering high at 70%, with 9 in every 10 of the unemployed youth being the age of 35 years and below. This current state of affairs has been there and it is worsening over years. We've heard leaders talk about it year in, year out until it has become like a song that is so boring to hear. And yet we still have graduates who have been out of job with no meaningful employment for over 15 years, 10 years, 5 years. They are living in poverty, they are living shamefully, they are at the verge of depression and committing suicide. They're actually bitter. Many of these graduates will not even want to be associated with their degrees. They would even prefer to trade their degrees for money, or better yet, burn them. And many of these graduates have been lured into terrorism. And really, I cannot emphasize more on how terrorism has negatively affected our nation. It is against this backdrop that drastic solutions to youth unemployment is needed here in Kenya now than ever before. I agree when leaders say that youth ought to be job creators and not job seekers. But now my concern is, are these youth equipped to succeed in the realm of job creation? Do they have the skills and competencies to really move on to the next level? Or will it be a trial and error kind of an affair whereby one starts a business and after some time down the line, they quit? I remember the precious words of our national anthem that, "O God of all creation, bless this land and nation." Then I ask myself, how will God bless our land? When we have selfless leaders, leaders who would impact their societies, who would impact their communities without looking at their social backgrounds or their tribes. Leadership is all about impacting communities, and when you impact, you be accountable for that. Discipline also needs to be embedded fully in our society. Corruption has eaten up our nation, and it is time as leaders stand against this vice at all cost. We need to fight corruption to the end. And above all, we need the fear of God in this nation. Nelson Mandela once said that the greatest glory in living does not lie in never failing, but in rising up whenever we fail. As a nation, I acknowledge that we have myriad of challenges, but of course we can rise out of them when we delve deep into the root causes of the problems that we are facing as a nation. It is possible. I've come up with a list of recommendations that I would like to share. One is learning from others, maybe learn from what other countries are doing on this area of unemployment. For example, we can send experts to countries like Rwanda, maybe to see what Rwandans are doing on this issue. Then the expert will learn and come back with a full report. Also, I would recommend a national youth agency to be created, a new agency that would fully cater for the unemployed youths who are under the age of 35 years and below. This agency would partner with other stakeholders, both in government and private sectors, and form like a coalition whereby when opportunities come, the youth that are between the ages of 35 and below are considered. Then also there would be a call for the youth for the unemployed youth to register on this platform of the agency. Okay, then also the other one would be for the higher education institutions to stand up to the occasion. They should talk about this issue of job creation. They should transform the agenda on job creation. Let's see teaching in colleges and school on practical entrepreneurship that will develop skills in executing business plans. The government, it should be incumbent of the government and higher education institutions to ensure that each and every graduate that is coming into the market are given internship placements. The government should look onto the ways of bridging gaps between the people who have been long out of employment and the people that are coming in the market. Okay, I would urge the youth to come up together, dialogue together on issues that are affecting the youth. We should also look at the issues that are affecting the youth in the marginalized areas, the youth that are in rural areas and urban areas. Then come up with practical recommendations that we can present to this leadership. As a government, we are appealing that you involve us in your decision-making processes. Our constitution talks about inclusion for all. We are urging you to include us in every decision that you are making. It is possible for us to take our agenda forward, for us to achieve the Vision 2030 that we are aiming at. We need to include everyone in the process. I will urge even Kenyans to stand up and look forward. Let's all empathize. Let's all change our attitudes. Dear Kenyans, this is possible. We can change our attitudes. Let's empathize as leaders. And above all, we need to wake up because all is possible. There's nothing that is impossible. Actually, the word itself, it says I'm possible. So it's all possible. I believe we can do this. May God bless us and may God bless Kenya. Thank you.